right. Thanks, Brady. Thanks for having me at this cool space here in New York. All right. How's everyone doing?
Great. Good.
It's a cold one. Coldest yet, right? I'm from Boston. So took the train down. Got here about half an hour ago. Walked down. I used to live here, so it's but it was some years ago. So it's you know you're geographically in the same place, but it doesn't quite look the same. That kind of feeling when you visit a city you used to live in. I'll start with a old one. One gonna heal my body, another gonna heal my pain. One's gonna settle me down and bring me back up again. One's gonna put my family back together again. One's gonna hold my woman, another's gonna hold my job. One's gonna help me get up, another's gonna help me stop. One's gonna help me talk right here, one's gonna lay me down to sleep. Oh, 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 and another's gonna hold my bones. One's gonna keep me warm and another's gonna keep me cold. One's gonna bring religion right from the coal man's stone. One's gonna help me keep and another's gonna help me take. One's gonna run me down, hail the bullets in my way. But you're gonna keep my soul, it was yours to have long ago. Whoa, oh, 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 one's gonna buckle my belt all around the ceiling pipe. One's gonna buckle my knees and another's gonna lock them up tight. One's gonna hold the pen while you drag my arm across the page. One's gonna hold my memory, another's gonna close the door. One's gonna leave me restless, another one tomorrow. But you're gonna keep my soul, it was yours to have long ago. Whoa, oh, 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 Thank you. I don't suppose any guitar players are here that might have a pick on them. Right? Anyone got a pick in your wallet?
My wallet.
You got some action right there.
Oh!
It's behind your left foot. Behind your left foot.
Picks have a dangerous way, even when you know where they are, you can't see them.
Sir, medium pick. Do the trick.
Thank you, too. I was racing around the house because I knew the train was leaving. racing around the house. I had everything. The only thing I didn't have was picks. So I was just like, I can't miss the train to New York because no picks. I come from the land of the shame, man, where the innocent was taken to the pavement. Won't somebody just tell them? Won't somebody, won't somebody, oh, 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 oh. Won't you please look after my children? Are the words from out of the women. Some are getting older, they get the fire lit. Picking up the pieces of the last days. Won't somebody? Oh, 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 oh. So we're calling on the crows, they're coming up slow. It's gonna be a showdown. Said the rebel to the revolutionary, come with me, and if you feel like you are witnessing a movement, get up, girl, and let them know you're free, yeah. I come from the land of the shame, man, where the world is looking up, you know it's changing. Won't somebody just tell them? Won't somebody, oh, won't somebody, oh, 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 oh. So we're calling on the crows, they're coming up slow. It's gonna be a showdown. Said the rebel to the revolutionary, come with me, and if you feel like you are witnessing a movement, then get up, girl, and let them know you're free. Said the rebel to the rebel, I will go if you come with me. I'm tired of living in the favor of the sky. I long to see the journey must continue, does not stop. Oh yeah, yeah. No more, 'cause the river is wide. But with all of our speak and reach from side to side, they say that we must hold so yeah. So we're calling on the crows, it's gonna be a showdown. Send the rebel to the revolutionary, come with me. And if you feel like you are witnessing a movement, get up, girl, and let them know you're free. It's just a murder crow coming up slow. It's gonna be a showdown. Send the rebel to the revolutionary, follow me, and if you feel like you are witnessing a movement, get up, girl, and let them know you're free. Gotta get up, girl, and let them know you're free. Get up, girl, yeah, girl, let them know you're free. Yeah, yeah, all we need is all the clothes. Thank you, good singing. You never know if it's going to be a singing crowd. In New York City, I haven't done the living room shows as much right here in New York City, so I've kind of skipped you over the years. So this is like, this feels like this could be that.
We can change it. We can change it.
So these guitars are fancy. They have a tuner inside of it, but they're not as reliable as the other stuff. But it's really convenient. I wonder if that goes hand in hand. I think that's convenient, but not quite reliable. I dropped my daughter's pinky on the sidewalk in New York City on the way here. Talk about some good germs to lick up. Immune system will be solid. Well, look what I got, honey. Straight from New York. She's not going to get sick at all this winter. I think it landed right side up, though. So.
5 seconds.
Yeah. All right, this is a song from the solo record before this called Our Lives, Our Time. We did the video just across the river. Some amazing dancers. Johnny was chameleon when it was predominantly shrapnel from the chapel of the Catman. Johnny kissed the room of gold and the killing was Brittany's watching her Watson. Headed down to Tiananmen, but I tarry enough time. Should have listened to the world turn. Told me that cheaters are watching. Scratch ticket Jesus insulting the Sultan. But we got an offer, a lesson learned. Like kissing cousins, kissing out of turn. But if you're gonna play, you got to play the party line. Oh, we gon' take back this time if it takes us all. Hey kid, you look like you could be found. For a moment, we gotta fall line. Our mind, our time. It's too much body brains, but intolerance is our lives. Hard fight. Do we done, do we done, do we done, do we done, hey. It's the United States of discrimination. The schools feed into the prisons. The corporations more powerful than the government. Give a teacher a banker's salary. See that go. See if we farm the land again in Kilimanjaro. It snows. You sleep. You're Egyptian and in 500 count thread. What's the count of the dead? We are the eye of the needle. Fixing the men. This quilt the lies that lies ripped up on our bed. We're coming in quick. We're gonna Angela Davis on our lips and Mandela. Got an offer. And that's the lesson learned. Like kissing cousins, kissing out of turn. But if you're gonna play, you got to play the party lines. Whoa, we don't take back this town if it takes us all. Hey kid, you look like you could be found. Before the moment, we are the fall line. Our mind, we got our time. It's too much for the brains of intolerance is our lives. Hard to fight. Do we done, do we done, do we done, do we done, hey, lost my religion along with my hands. Our lives, a hard time. Do we done, do we done, do we done, do we done, 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 done. Well, at least she got her body, and he's a boy named Sue. The federalist sure ain't no expert on love. Why would we listen to you? Oh, at least we got our bodies. We all a boy named Sue, and we'll fight till it's done. Where the borders are run, where there's gardens, not guns, and life isn't new. Cause it was a fight night and a prize fight. I got cut like in a knife fight, and it was all over the highlights. We got hit by a hard right. Saw stars like light bright. Saw stars like light bright. Couldn't see any sightlines. Started his skydive from the high life like Pele playing highlight, shouting Mayday to his heyday in the pell-mell, the melee. His corner was getting a payday, needed Thompson for my life. Turned his guns on his own guys, but it wasn't Molotovs and my ties, just AKs and white lies. Tell Mount Sinai to believe that I and you and not for an I and I in the cap when you too. But then again, I ain't debating and standing in your shoes. I'm just trying to figure out which golden rule I should choose. We getting hot side by the tie guys, white collar crime pays. Just look at the bylines. If you believe in anything, believe in Occupy, cause it's a rich man's world and we're getting off the sidelines. Our mind, our time, still marked by the brains of tolerance is our lives. My heart crying, do we done, do we done, do we done, do we done, I lost my religion along with my innocence is our lives. Hard time, do we done, do we done, do we done, do we done, I might let the gallery down. There's people by the thousands outside, and we are just getting by. I might let the gallery down, depending on many votes you buy. Now she's really out of tune. It's actually pretty close. I think it's just me. This is a song. It's a song that's on the new record. It's called "Hit the Bell with Your Elbow." Yeah. Been playing it for a few years now. I learned about a Barracuda jacket from a guy in Salt Lake City. And when I heard a Barracuda jacket, I knew it had to be a lyric in this song. This song is about a couple. And they were together for some time, and then he decides he needs to go find himself. He needs to get out on the open road. He considers himself a bit of a journeyman. Then he comes home years later, and he says, "Okay, I'm ready to be with you." And she says, "You can go fuck yourself." I see my little lady, see I needed some space and time to kill all my highway thrills. But now I'm back in her old mill town, been dry and clean, and I'm ready to face this love thing again. And I will, I'm not going in any direction. But she smiled and said times have changed there. There ain't no bed for you here. So hit the bell with your elbow, call me in from the rain. You can promise me nothing, and I will do the same. I don't need you to fight for me, and I don't need you to cry. Just hit the bell with your elbow, yes, and come in with your hands up high. lost my
Words.
said I've been through a lot out there. I think the Barracuda jacket line comes later, but I psyched myself out by talking about it. Oh, Chukka Playboy boots. That was the other thing I learned about. I was trying to figure out something that was like kind of cool, but not altogether desirable. Said I've been through a lot out, and then I was just like, how am I gonna push all those words together? Sometimes you really like something, but it just doesn't fit. But I tend to try to squish. Throw a lot out there. I lost my Chukka Playboy boots to the river bottom in. I lost my Barracuda jacket in a bet gone wrong. But through it all, I heard the birds whispering your name. She just laughed and said you can sneeze in the basket, but there ain't no bed for you here. Hit the bell with your elbow and come in from the rain. Promise me nothing, I will do the same. I don't need you to cry for me, and I don't need you to cry. Just hit the bell with your elbow, yes, and come in with your hands up high. And your pants down low.
Hands down low.
Yeah, hands down low. But keep them bootlaces. Keep them high and tight.
High and tight.
Pants down low.
Hands down low.
Pants down low. Oh, you can't hide in me tonight. No, you can't hide in me tonight. But Dad, you say that you had no place to go, or that you have no place to stay, Did you say that you had no place to go? Which is it, boy? 'Cause it's cold outside. You either go or you stay. And hit the bell with your elbow and come in from the rain. You can promise me nothing, and I will do the same. I don't need you to fight for me, and I don't need you to cry. Just hit the bell with your elbow, yes, and come in with your hands up high. Alright, here we go again. And your pants down low.
Hands down low.
Pants down low.
Hands down low.
Keep them bootlaces. Keep them high and tight.
High and tight.
Pants down low. Pants down low. You can't hide in me tonight. No, you can't hide in me tonight. You can't hide in me tonight. You can't hide in me tonight. So she did let him in, but just for like 10 minutes. This song is called Second Favorite Living Drummer. And it's funny, not since the early days of Dispatch have I played the songs so much live before recording them. These days with Dispatch and even with State Radio, we'd be playing a tour, and then we'd kind of work on songs for the new record and then go right into recording them. But in the early days of the band, you didn't know, recording wasn't really on your mind. You just were out there playing on the road, and so you played these songs. Some of these songs, we'd written when we were 16 and stuff, so by the time we were 19 and touring them, we played them quite a bit without recording. And that's kind of the way it was with this record. For whatever reason, just didn't get around to recording them, so we had years of playing them. Years of playing them live, getting them all ready, so that by the time the studio came around, it was pretty quick, you know. This song takes place in the state radio years in Los Angeles. We were touring with Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine, who had recently said they're going to play again, which is very exciting. We were touring around the country with Tom and Perry Farrell from Jane's Addiction and a couple other guys. And then when we played in LA, all of Tom's and Perry's friends came to the show to play as well. And state radio was on the bill, but it was like this wet dream for us because we were playing with all our heroes on the same stage as Jerry Cantrell from Alice in Chains and Flea from the Chili Peppers and Cypress Hill. Travis Barker was there. Some were not necessarily my heroes more than others. Stuart Copeland was there. I thought he was Ray Manzarek from The Doors. I'm glad I didn't go up to him and say anything. It was this fascinating night. Slash was there. Mad Dog, actually, the drummer in state radio. He thought, Slash thought he knew Mad Dog. So Slash went up to Mad Dog and he's like, hey man, what are the chords for Keep on Rockin' in a Free World again? And Mad Dog's like, he's a drummer, but it turns out Mad Dog knows one song on the guitar. And it's that song. So he's like, I think it's like E, C, G, D, and Slash is like, cool, thanks. So it was like full of moments like that, just crazy moments. And so I wrote a song about it and did kind of like the Don McLean American Pie thing where I drop little hints of, like I'll say in the song, like I blinked for Travis Barker, or like the just little like Cypress Hill, whatever, you'll hear them. I don't need to over-explain it. But Brad Wilk came to the door and was turned away by the bouncer. He's the drummer in Rage Against the Machine, and he was turned away because it was a sold-out show and the bouncer didn't know who he was. So it goes out to drummers everywhere. To the venue, I can't believe it, can you? To be with all our heroes under the same roof in the town of James Worthy. We are far from being worthy, but we'll come and play squire to the rock empire. 'Cause I've seen roses and I've seen guns, hills of cypress blinking in the sun. There's a flea in the machine that couldn't stay all that long, and the bouncers quietly reading the rats and him. And my favorite living drummer was not let in. Spaceland, baby, I think he met his wife now, maybe. 'Cause me and the dog, we were shaking. Wonder what the basement had taken of. Jerry said you can sing Lane's part, but we didn't know the words as well as we thought. Oh, I need another try at this day, get myself squared away. 'Cause I've seen roses and I've seen guns, Here's a cypress blinking in the sun. There's a flea in the machine, I couldn't stay all that long. And the bouncer's quietly reading her rights and nails. And my favorite living drummer was not let in. Cypress blinking in the sun. There's a flea in the machine, I couldn't stay all that long. And the bouncer's quietly reading her rights and nails. And my favorite living drummer, I saw Alice addicted to Jane, and she wrapped her in her chains. And the police, they were all the rage, and the door was thin. And my favorite living drummer was not let in. And the police, they were all the rage, and the door was thin. And my favorite living drummer was not let in. Thank you. All right. I guess I'm gonna do one more. I got a 7:50 train up to Boston. Since I go away for work quite a bit, when I don't have to be away, I'm not away. So I said to my wife jokingly, I was like, yeah, I'll just go down, spend the night in New York. She's like hell you will. Time is it?
6:40.
6:40.
Good time up to Boston.
What do you guys want to hear anything?
Walter.
Falling American Era. Seatbelt? All right.
Go to bar.
Chromes and chrome headlines, carnivals and canines, boardwalk girls who play nice, cars and their engines, a bit suspension, the sun shadowing the eve. And I like how your dress looks with that lampshade. And people always tell me you're the best friend they ever made. Take me to the commune. We can live with Cat Stevens. We can play the tempo. To live up in a house that lives up in a tree. Only you and me, maybe a kid, maybe three. Baby, from the top you can see that I want you across my hips. I sit low and tight in the middle of the woods, in the middle of the night. We can let the world fall away one kiss at a time. Mustangs unshod, the cowards of Cape Cod, till a man and big mud gone but not forgotten. The wind catching the caution, so let it all be free. Oh yeah. Let's take another unpaved road trip, leave behind New England. Maybe we can find our lefty sister Ingrid. Leave the frozen rivers to someplace we never see. Up in a house that lives up in a tree. Only you and me, maybe a kid, maybe three. Maybe from the top you can see that I want you across my hips, passing low and tight. And in the middle of the night, in the middle of the night, we can let the world Let the world fall away one kiss at a time. Thanks everyone. I can stick around for a few minutes, maybe sign some things or whatever. Okay, we're gonna do something. All right, thanks for being here on this cold Wednesday night. Great.